My overarching ARP question is, what are the best practices to help support those living with Down syndrome in social settings? According to Mayo Clinic, Down syndrome is a genetic disorder caused when abnormal cell division results in an extra full or partial copy of chromosome 21. There are three variations of Down syndrome: trisomy 21, translocation, and mosaic Down syndrome. 95% of Down syndrome cases are caused by trisomy 21, which is when the person will have 3 copies instead of the usual 2 of the 21st chromosome. Translocation Down syndrome occurs when a portion of the 21st chromosome translocates or attaches onto another before or at conception. Translocation Down syndrome only affects about 3 to 4% of people, and research has shown that it can be passed down from parent to child. The parent may have no sign of Down syndrome, but they may have some rearranged genetic material from the 21st chromosome or another chromosome. If the parent passes an unbalanced translocation onto their children, it will cause Down syndrome in the child. Mosaic Down syndrome, or mosaicism, is a rare form of Down syndrome that is caused by abnormal cell division after fertilization. Only some cells will have an extra copy of chromosome 21, which provides the mosaic of normal and abnormal cells, hence the name. Children who have Down syndrome are at a higher risk of being bullied by their peers because of their physical differences and learning setbacks. The National Bullying Prevention Center shares that statistics show that 60% of students with disabilities are bullied compared to the regular 25% of students without disabilities. After learning these statistics, I came up with the question, what are the best practices to help support those living with Down syndrome in social settings? I wanted to learn what I could do to educate my community about how to treat those with disabilities fairly. I decided to make a workshop plan to share, and if circumstances were different, I would have put this workshop on at school to share with all my peers and to the open public. My plan for my workshop. I planned for it to run about 3 to 4 hours long. My objectives for this workshop is for all of the participants to learn how to recognize different stereotypes, appropriate language, and the correct accommodations towards those with disabilities. And lastly, I hope for the participants to become aware of the culture and issues regarding the differences those with disabilities face. The agenda starts with a quick 10-minute check-in while everyone begins to show up. From there will be a quick 5 to 10-minute introduction from me about the goals and objectives that I hope for the participants to gain from this experience. The next step is the first activity, which is brainstorming. The participants will work together in a group to write down definitions of disability-related terms or concepts, the positive and negative images of disability, the legal definition of disability, examples of types of disabilities, visible and invisible disabilities, barriers, access, and reasonable accommodations. After this is completed, the group will all discuss what they came up with. The next activity is a treasure hunt, where the group will break up into smaller groups and leave campus to go find the answers to questions where they would have to find places people with disabilities will have special accommodations. The third and final activity is a video followed by a discussion between the group. It would then be wrapped up with a summary, and then I'd love to get feedback from all participants and what they learned from this workshop.